Professor SNAB, where we make A-level biology as simple as a cell. So today we're understanding the classification is a means of organizing the variety of life based on relationships between organisms using differences and similarities in phenotypes and genotypes. And this is built around the species concept. We'll also understand the process and importance of critical evaluation of new data by the scientific community, which leads to new taxonomic groupings, including the 3 domains of life based on molecular phylogeny, which are bacteria, archaea, and eukaryota. Classification is the organization of living organisms into groups based on evolutionary relationships, including similarities and difference in their phenotype and genotypes. The purpose of classification is to organize the variety of life, reflect evolutionary relationships, and allow scientists to communicate accurately about organisms. Looking at the basis of classification, so one of the things we look at are phenotypic characteristics. So these include observable features such as morphology, which refers to the shape, size, and structure of the organism, the anatomy, and the behavior. So this was the criteria that was used historically. However, this was not the best approach because similar features may arise due to convergent evolution. So just to give you some extra information, convergent evolution is when organisms are not closely related independently evolve in similar traits, adaptations, or body shapes. So they might have similar traits, but then they're not related at all. So that's why phenotypic characteristics aren't the best method to classify animals or organisms. And another thing is it does not always reflect true evolutionary relationships. That is often used for classification is genotypic characteristics. So this is based on DNA and RNA sequences, and this includes base sequences of the genes and the amino acid sequences of proteins. So this provides a more reliable evidence of relatedness. And this also shows shared ancestry. So again, improving the quality of classification. So modern classification places greater emphasis on molecular data, which is why genotypic characteristics is often preferred over phenotypic characteristics. Pretty well. So species can be defined as a group of organisms that can interbreed to produce a fertile offspring. And this is known as the biological species concept, which you should definitely know. So the species is the basic unit of classification, and reproductive isolation maintains these species boundaries. It's not fixed and it changes because new molecular data becomes available, and you also have advances in technology which improves the accuracy of the classification, and you also have improved understanding of evolutionary relationships, once again improving the accuracy of classifications. So in the case of new data, so new data is peer-reviewed, repeated and validated, and compared with existing evidence. So the accepted models may be modified or replaced as appropriate, and this ensures that classification systems are robust and evidence-based. Phylogeny. So this is the study of evolutionary relationships using molecular data such as DNA or RNA sequences. And organisms with more similar sequences are more closely related, and differences accumulate due to mutations over time. So again, this is another slide you really need to know because there's so many exam questions on this. So now to look at the 3 domains of life. So molecular phylogeny has led to the classification of life into 3 domains. So you have bacteria, archaea, and eukaryota. So bacteria are prokaryotic. They do not have a nucleus or membrane-bound organelles, and the cell walls contain peptidoglycan. If you want a more detailed video on prokaryotes, it's already been posted on the topic 3, so do have a look. Then you have the archaea, which are also prokaryotic. They also do not have a nucleus, and they are biochemically distinct from bacteria. They are often found in extreme environments and are such as hot springs, and they are more genetically similar to eukaryotes than bacteria. And finally, have eukaryota. So these are the eukaryotic cells. They contain a nucleus and membrane-bound organelles, and they include animals, plants, fungi, and protists. So that is all from Professor SNAB today. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to them as soon as possible. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.